you video recording it?
Yeah.
Why are you video recording?
Just to keep track of how long she's staying here. She's staying here for an awful long time. She was in this tree at first, and then she hovered over to that tree. You're not in there. And now she's right there and not going away. This is a really, really wild experience and a response to the flip side of Life 2009. Last night, I had this most amazing sensation that there's change in the air, that things are starting to transform. I've been waiting. I knew my sense inside was to just work on myself, and the time will unfold when the time is right, and there'll be more like-minded people to help unfold what needs to happen. And last night I just got this most amazing sensation that something was about to transform. And then I go out on my balcony every day, and there's many trees and there's birds, but the birds don't generally, you can't see them. They usually are in a distance or they're higher up, but you never see the birds through these trees, and I've been looking for them. And today there was a crow right out in one of these bushes. I pointed to in one of my videos, and I tried to connect with it and ask it, what is it there? What does it want? And then it flew off to another tree, and both of them were like on the sides of my balcony. And then it came right up in front of my balcony and stayed there for probably a good 2 or 3 hours. And my daughter, who's like a horse whisperer, she's got animals all over the place. A lot of the hell that we went through, um, when she was really losing it, ironically, if she held a snake, she calmed right down. I guess the soothing of a snake did something to her. They were very slow, and they kind of hug you. So she got what she needed through animals, and as she grew up, she was able to really connect with them and communicate with them. So I was asking her, what's the meaning of a crow? Because this is really unusual. There's no birds, and to have this thing not go away and then fly and be right in front of me and stay there for hours. And she said it was a sign of good luck, and she says that if they come in threes, it's a really powerful luck. And sure enough, two other crows showed up. They were on top of the roof, so you couldn't see them, but you could see their heads popping out. And every time I went for the video, they'd pop out, and then they ended up flying, and too fast for me to record it. But there was definitely three crows. And then all of a sudden, I get this response video from the flop side of life, who the first thing he does is point out a bird. And I'm just noticing the synchronicity that I'm paying attention to a bird in my life today, which I'm not into birds all that much. I know that there's meaning, but I pay attention to things that stand out, and it could be anything that stands out. And this really did stand out, so I was paying attention to it and did a little bit of research. And your video is, what do we have in common? And I think what we all have in common is we're all a small piece of the puzzle. And while I know a lot of information only through experience, only through listening to self, having a connection with a God, not all these different religions, but the God that I can speak to, the one that has guided me Here's the phone. Well, another weird coincidence. This phone call was my daughter, who had gone to a party, very small group of friends. Two of these friends she hadn't seen for a long time, and they're very, very nice people. And a bunch of their friends, probably maybe 6 or 7 in total. And she just informed me that all of our rent money has been stolen, $950. And we're basically struggling to even come up with that money every month. And now it's been stolen. So a lot of really weird things are happening. And this is another sign of a black hole. It's like, okay, there's a big bad problem there, and it's how you handle the problem. This is over and over again my experience, that you run up across these black holes, these problems that are so deep and so dark, and from my experience, everything comes out from how you handle yourself in the event horizon. Now, I know she's been in a really bad mood, and I know she's probably really, really frustrated. And she's, just turned 19. She wanted to be the master of everything, so I've been leaving everything in her charge and letting her learn through her experience. She wanted to put this new apartment in her name, and she wanted to have all of the responsibility, and now she's lost the rent. So I'm going to be following my own advice and looking at this from this is a really good thing, because if I get angry with her, it will escalate her experience of anger, and we won't find any solutions. Um, so I can't be angry. And I know that angry and being frustrated, you don't tap into any avenues or any energy that helps solve problems. So this will be a nice little mystery to see how this one unfolds, which I'm sure it will. Because after all of the hell I went through, guess what? I'm still alive. I'm still okay. Every single problem that I've experienced, a solution unfolded. I have no clue how this solution's going to unfold. It's invisible. It's a mystery right now. But I've had all of the signs that say there's a transformation coming about. Anytime there's a transformation, it's going to feel horrible. It's going to feel awful. And it's how you handle that, because there's always something on the other side. The other side of the black hole is always going to be the solution. It's just the same thing with this Gulf oil. I mean, I sort of observe what's going on in the consciousness. What are people all talking about? And right now, we're seeing this big black hole, and everybody's freaking out. And when you all freak out and keep saying there are no solutions, there are no solutions, you'll never see the solution. So, um, that's what I'm kind of waiting for, is this transformation where we can all see that we need to be calm, we need to be loving, and we need to be a lot more confident than we are in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. Every problem, every single problem has a solution. They're identical. It's just one side of the coin. It's You have to recognize the problem, and you have to have faith there's a solution. I have not seen one problem that did not have a solution to it. It's a matter of, are we collectively willing to dive in to the solution? Or are we going to be caught up and have the problem intertwined so much in ourselves that we can't unfold the solution? And I've tried posting a lot of things that there's a lot of bad shit going on, and it's like, what are we going to do? Come on, let's pull together. Let's not freak out. You have to be safe, but be safe in your mind. And when you're safe in your mind and calming and loving towards each other, you'll be amazed at how solutions are what's in common with every single one of us. But we have to dive into it without fear, and have total faith and have total gratitude in who we are, in the power that we have within ourselves, because they will unfold. Watch, my rent's going to be paid on the 1st. I have no idea how we're going to come up with $950, but a miracle will come up. There, you can't fight that. An answer will come up one way or another. Peace out. Love to you.